How to start exercising as a completely weak ass, lazy ass person. Step 1, do the easiest exercise you can think of. Step 2, do it like 100, 200 times. And yeah, anyways, that's the end of the video. And for anyone who wants to stick around as to why that works, yeah, you guys can stick around and let me explain. Otherwise, you guys can go ahead and try that. Anyway, the reason why that works is because, well, it's an easy exercise, right? Anybody can do it, right? Like a jumping jack. That's what I started with. I remember like my brother telling me that he was doing like 100 jumping jacks, and I couldn't, and he like challenged me to kind of do them. It's just like jumping jacks, 100. I'm not sure if I could do them, but I mean, it does seem like an easy exercise, so I could probably do it myself. So I went ahead and did it, and it got tiring really, really quickly. But at the same time, it wasn't as if I was super tired. You know, I did get exhausted. It did kind of, it felt sore, but it wasn't really that difficult to really make me want to quit. And you know, that's just kind of the beginning. It helps train your stamina, it helps train your legs, which is why my calves are probably stupidly large. But generally, that's kind of it. You pick a very, very easy exercise, something that you think you can do for a very, very forever amount of time, and essentially just increase the reps so high that you essentially push yourself to the limit. You should be able to keep up that high energy activity for a long time. And for somebody who's lazy like me, who doesn't really like to exercise, who initially didn't even like to exercise, do anything of the sort, that's how I started, by doing 100 jumping jacks. And again, it was tiring. Again, it will sting a little, but again, it's probably like the easiest way to ease into it. And you know, the goal here isn't actually to, you know, build the strongest muscles as fast as possible right now. The goal is actually just to get you into the groove of exercising, basically training your head and your mind to just go like, I could go further. Because, you know, here's the thing, whenever I did, like, when I failed to do 100 jumping jacks, I just kept on going because I thought to myself, this should be easy. Why can't I do it? And I keep pushing myself. And so I did. And, you know, eventually I reached 100 jumping jacks. Initially, it was just like I had to take breaks here and there, but I kept on going until I was able to reach 100 consecutively, no rests whatsoever. You know, that's pretty rough, but that's what I did. And I'm also the type of person who tends to not know their limits, where I'll push myself even though it hurts a lot and even though I'm prone to injury. So this might be different, but again, that's how I did it, and I'm a very, very lazy person who never likes to exercise at all. It's just that when I want to do something, I put my all into it. And if you're able to do the same, I feel like that maybe you could be just like me, and you guys can eventually progress forward onto your workouts from there. Basically, like I said, 100 jumping jacks is where I started. However, if there's like an easier exercise, you guys can do it as well. Not that I really can think of any. I know there's like the donkey kicks, I guess, where you just kind of sit down on all fours and just like kick your legs back. If you can do 100 of those real fast, as fast as possible, I guess that's also an easy exercise. I don't know, but my legs are pretty strong for what it's worth, but I'm not sure what would be an easy exercise for you. But again, jumping jacks, I've always considered easy. I'm not sure about whatever exercises are fit for you guys or whoever is watching this video anyway. But again, just pick an easy exercise and just do it consistently. And basically, you've essentially built up the habit of, hey, I can keep going. I have the stamina, I have the energy, I want to keep going to hit that next level. I want to hit that achievement for myself. You know, like, you know, when I started out jumping jacks as well, like, I struggled like around like 30, 40, and you know, I kept on going. I had to take breaks, but it's just like my achievement that I wanted to surpass, the achievement I wanted to reach, was not stopping at all, not taking a break whatsoever. And eventually I will have, you know, once I didn't start to just keep on going until I was able to, I kept on pushing myself until I was able to break through that limit. And, you know, eventually I did. And I can still do it now. It's just been a while. You don't really lose your physique that easily, as long as you're eating right and keeping a decently active lifestyle, or just walk and I don't know. It's not even a difficult exercise because you can even just do it in your own room and stuff. Again, not that difficult. I know push-ups are hard for some people, especially people who don't have the proper who do the proper form more accurately. Most people don't. But yeah, again, the reason why I believe it works anyway. I'm not a fitness scientist or anything of the sort. It's just that it worked for me, and this is the reason why I believed it. Because the reason why I believe it works is because, again, it just helped me get into more used to a higher state of activity, more getting used to the exhaustion I felt on a daily basis, and so once you start doing these easy exercises, then you essentially have all this. You basically just get used to it, and again, that's the entire point of just doing the easiest exercises and just doing a lot of it. Get into the groove, just get used to it. You're not building muscle, you're getting the habit, because if you can't get in the habit and you decide to try and lift try to bench 100 pounds every day 10 times for 5 sets or whatever, you're probably gonna struggle. You're probably gonna think to yourself, why? It's gonna hurt the next day anyway, very, very badly. And you're probably gonna say, why is this even worth it? I'm not gonna change my body within a short amount of time, or, even within a year. Well, I'll even change in a year, blah, blah, blah. And, well, you know, those thoughts will come to your mind, and you'll eventually decide for yourself, yeah, no, this is pointless, because one, you don't really need a strong body in this day and age. You're not in the war or anything. You're not in any combat situations. You're not going to beat anybody up. You're probably reclused into your room like I am, so you don't even have to deal with any fights. And even in the fight, just use a weapon. So, that kind of thing. And, it's not like I do any heavy lifting that often, and yada yada yada. You'll come up with a lot of excuses. You'll come up with a lot of these explanations of why you don't need it. And of course, you don't really need it in that sense. It's not like you need it for survival, nor do you really need it to have a lot of things, but you'll need it because you want it for something else or for the sake of it, is all I can really say about that. But yeah, no, so that's kind of why I've always stopped exercising as well, and just doing the small little exercises you can do consistently over and over again. Push yourself over and over. Just do it for a long period of time, or even in a short period of time where you're just constantly in that activity. You'll improve by a lot, not by strength, but by I guess endurance, your willpower, just being able to keep up with just a minimal thing. And remember, it should be easy. You don't need to push yourself any further by I don't know, lifting heavier weights or whatever. You just have to get used to it. Find your base level. Find where you struggle at and improve at that. Find where you give up and keep pushing forward with these easier exercises. Your job isn't to identify what you can't lift. It's about how long you can keep lifting for, and to improve that. And if you keep on doing that, you'll eventually push yourself further. And so even more heavier, more tough tasks that you have to do, it won't be that hard, because again, you have the ability to push further. You already get used to exhaustion. Sometimes it might be more, sometimes it might be less, but you get used to it. You can survive it. It's not even that big of a deal. You got punched once when you were young and it hurt like hell, but if you get punched now as an adult, it probably doesn't hurt that bad. Unless, of course, you still haven't gotten punched in a while, which in that case, I don't know what to say, but I guess step into a ring and have a little fun, and accept that things are going to hurt a little bit. But I don't know. But that's just how I got used to it. And currently, I'm making this video right now is because I'm currently doing 200 squats in a day. I've been doing it more often. I switched from 100 jumping jacks because I moved out, and if I jump, it's gonna make a lot of noise in this house where I'm living with other people, and I don't want to disturb them. But 200 squats, for one, your quads are the biggest muscle in your body, so if you build them up, the bigger the muscles are, the more they'll burn through fat and metabolism. Muscles are the most important part of metabolism, so it helps you lose fat, yada yada yada. And that's what I'm currently doing right now. 40 reps and 5 sets. Basically doing 200 squats one day, do them 40 times, take a break until your legs feel like they've recovered, then go back in, do 200 more. Because I try to do 100 all in one go, and it really sucks. I didn't even take any time to break. I just like it hurt a lot. You guys can even hear me groan and moan in like one of the videos where I posted where like I only reached like about like 70 that day. And yeah, no, that's why breaks are also kind of important once you push yourself to that point. But 200 squats is actually not that hard for me anymore. I could probably do 300, 400, maybe even 1,000 a day. Depends on how much I want to really torture myself with my quads. But I remember like I ended up stopping at around 130 because my legs could not lift my body anymore. And once I took a break, drank a lot of protein, just give myself a little rest for a week, and I just did like one more like try to reach 200 squats in a day. Like I was trying to reach 200 squats that day, but I couldn't because my legs would give up after that 130. And now I'm able to do it, and I'm considering maybe trying to go higher. Really depends on how much I want to suffer, how much time I want to spend on these exercises. Maybe I'll change it to like 50 reps and 4 sets, or maybe even 5 sets, and just like increase the amount I do per set, and then push up from there. But again, basically do an easy exercise, and eventually you can move up from there. Just start with the basics, and again, you're exercising, you're burning calories, you're keeping an active lifestyle, and that is very good. And so, it's important that you get used to this. You get used to the amount of the effort, the push, the resistance that you have to put in, and everything of the tough parts of exercising. You got to get used to it. And by starting off on that little amount, it's not something that makes you want to quit, and it makes you feel, because if you quit right then and there, I know that there's like a little tint in my heart, a little snap in my brain that's just like, you can keep going. I could have kept going. Why did I stop here? I can keep going. Which is probably why I tend to suffer a lot, because I think I can keep going when in reality I really should stop. I've vomited so many times from exercising because of that. But again, that's how I got used to exercising. And, I don't have much of a look or body quite yet. But, I mean, honestly, I think so long as you don't have, I don't know what to say, but, you're not a lost cause if you keep on putting into improvement and you do work out and just, like, trying to improve yourself wherever you can. And, at least you're not, like, on the internet and basically wasting your time just mindlessly arguing with people, starting crap, like doing like flame baits and stuff, like just like making everybody's day online miserable for the sake of it. You could be spending that time actually like working out, burning, like living a healthier lifestyle, even in the most littlest ways, just by doing like 100 jumping jacks. You can do 50 if you are a little coward. I will say that you should be aiming for 100, and you should be trying to reach 100. That should be the baseline, I feel. Because I don't care if you struggle at like 50 and stuff, but if you waste your time just not doing anything productive at all, not even enjoying, not even like wasting your time, just mindlessly indulging in entertainment, and instead just like starting shit for the sake of it, again, if you end up being like that, then I think you're a bit of a lost cause. But hey, if you struggle at like 50, then you struggle at 50. You can always reach 100. Your body always improves. It's not unless you suffer from like a very bad physical condition or something that would prevent you from doing so. But again, that's just, and I'm just talking out of my ass, because at this point, I'm just talking about how I even got into exercising, and that was through trying to reach 100 jumping jacks. 100 jumping jacks, just go for it. I did say jumping jacks, right? My brain's I'm like, my head's so light. I think I need to drink more water. Another thing about if you're gonna start exercising, drink a lot of fucking water. The lactic acid buildup in your like muscles as you work out is gonna hurt a lot, and water clears that up pretty dang quickly. And drink a lot of milk and stuff. But yeah, no, that's basically my ramble for today. I wanted to keep it under 10, not 10 minutes, 8 minutes. Not under 8 minutes, just above 8 minutes, just slightly more than it, because, hey, my channel got monetized again, because YouTube decided to demonetize me for reused content. But of course, now they decided to remonetize me. I can do all this, and so I figured I may as well make a video, which is about 8 minutes long, so that way mid-roll ads can appear in this video, and I can make some moolah, because I really could use some more passive income. But of course, I couldn't just, make like an hour-long video of just nothing and put ads on it, because I'd feel bad. I'm tempted to, but it's not like anybody's gonna watch it anyway or leave it running in the background anyway. So here I am, talking to you about how I got into exercising, and if this helps, go ahead and I want to say leave a comment and do all this, like, subscribe, yada, 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 because YouTube likes that stuff. But I feel like if you just leave a comment just saying, like, hey, I'm starting to do these exercises, and just like, hey, I'm finally getting to the groove of things. Thanks. Like, something like that. Just like, and like giving tips as well, just like, oh, hey, I, instead of jumping jacks, I did this exercise because like I'm like in, I don't know, like my legs are pretty weak but my upper body is pretty strong, so I don't know, maybe you might be more good at push-ups, which I actually struggle at, which is why I didn't list it as like an easy exercise. But if you're good at that, if you have like proper form or anything, you're willing to do like 101 of those and push yourself to reach that, props to you. Comment your achievement, brag about it. You have the rights to it because you reached that point. You actually managed to do 100 push-ups in a single day, no matter how many reps and sets or whatever. If you're able to reach that and you're able to keep pushing yourself, you can go ahead and brag about it in the comments, and I'll feel good knowing that maybe I helped you in that regard and getting you used to more exercising in a day and just living a more active lifestyle. But like and subscribe if you want to, but I'd prefer if you actually give me a non-bot response, because I make videos because I want to connect with people, not just because of the free money. I want the free money, of course, from ad revenue and whatnot, but dude, I want you guys to at least, I want like actual talk, like I'm actually talking and engaging with some people, you know? My body is the only thing that gets physically engaged these days, not my brain, and that is very, very sad. But I don't know, maybe mental exercise is gonna have to be another video topic that I will make once I figure it out. But yeah, no, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope this has helped. And again, if this has helped, or you want to leave some help or give some insights, or you actually are a fitness coach or an expert in exercise, what's like the what's like the name for like fucking uh a scientist who studies the body and fitness and like exercise and stuff. I don't know, but if you're, go ahead and leave any tips or advice or what you've learned or studied in the comments as well to help me specifically. I don't know if anybody else is gonna watch this video, but if anyone does, help them as well. And I don't know, I'm just talking out of my ass right now. So yeah, my head's still light from exercising. I'm already reached like 120. I'm gonna get back in and do like 40 more, and then I'm gonna try to do 40 more after that, and I'm considering going up from there, maybe reaching 300 today. I'll probably let you guys know in the comments if I actually do decide to go 300 or 400. But yeah, let me actually end the video this time.